I'd like to start off with an acknowledgement to country upon the land that we all meet upon today. I'd also like to acknowledge both elders past, present, future and emerging. So my name is Jai Portelli. I am a gambling awareness support worker.
And my name is Sam Gledhill, and I'm also a gambling awareness support worker here at Madas in Mildura.
So we brought up on a little program for you to do today. So while we're all at home during these COVID times, we thought we'd give you a little crafty sort of video that's sort of something you do with your hands. You can do it with your grandkids, with your, with your kids, something to sort of keep your mind off everything that's going on around the world. So we started to do origami.
And this is just in accordance with Gambling Awareness Week. So we just thought it would be a great idea for families at home to interact with each other and sort of take your mind off gambling situations you might feel like doing, like such as online gambling, and easier sort of gambling situations at home. So yeah, we think this is a great idea for everyone to try, and it's pretty basic stuff, we think. So
yeah, so today we're going to do the lotus. So this here is the lotus. It's just a nice little pretty flower. We have a lot of cranes and lilies and all the other sort of ones, but a lotus is simple, it's easy, and it's quite repetitive and good to do. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use a nice big piece of paper.
And I'll use a smaller one.
Yeah. So what our first thing is we're going to do is we're going to go from corner to corner. So we're going to make a nice big triangle. So once we've done that, we're going to fold it over again. We're going to make our triangle, just our two longest edges in together, and we're just going to make another triangle.
So I would try and fold your lines quite hard, so that way when you open it up you can see where your folds have been made as well.
And then we're going to open the triangle back up all the way again. So you should have a nice big X through the middle of your paper. So what you want to do is you want to grab your corner and you want to just bring it into that center fold line.
You got more lines than me.
Just because my paper folded over in half. So ignore this one because that's just because the paper bent beforehand, but you just want to bring it in and you want to do it for every corner. So when you are doing this, you do need a piece of paper that is same width by same length. I did forget to mention, but...
So like a square?
So an exact square, or the closest thing you can get to it.
You can use any sort of paper at home as well, just whatever you've got handy in the house.
Yep. So now that we've done that, here's another simple step. Same thing, over again. We're going to bring it right into the center, our corners again into the center.
You could probably even do it with a newspaper or something.
Yeah, you could. And then so once that's complete, you should have something like that. So you should have all made into a nice square. So now what you're going to do is you're going to have to flip it over so you get an empty side with no breaks or any flaps at all. And what we're going to do is you're going to fold over again your corners into the middle. So it's pretty repetitive because you do the same thing 4 times over
Yeah.
by another 3 times. So you're doing it 12 times in a row.
And we will put the instructions in the link as well, just so that you can have a better understanding if you want to keep having a go at making them.
Yep. So once you've done that,
Yeah.
you should have something that looks a little bit like that, wants to pop up. And if you flip over to the other side, you should have these 4 little nice squares. So now what we're going to do is we're going to flip it over and we're going to elect a corner. So once we've elected a corner, we hold these 2 down and open these 2 up to that corresponding corner.
This is where I always get stuck.
And then what we do is we still keep these held together and we just go on to the other side. Now, you should have this flap that wants to open up all the way,
Oh, yeah.
and then you just fold it over halfway. So if you look on the other side, it should just be peeking over nicely.
Yeah.
And then, so if you push that in, that will be one of our petals, so you can see. So we're going to do the exact same thing for the next 4 times over. So what you can do is you can elect your next corner. You're going to say that corner, and you're going to open up the 2 corresponding. Then you're going to flip it over.
Now I'm
Then
lost.
you're going to... Yeah, no, you're doing right so far.
Yeah.
You got everything good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've done exactly what I've done.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you're going to just fold the corner over.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it's just
Yeah.
poking out,
That's
peeping out.
right.
If you come over to the other side and you fold all your corners in again, you should have 2 petals. So now what you do is you just continue to do around for the rest of it. So what you can do is you can open it all up fully.
Oh, yeah.
If you are a bit more advanced, you can open it up fully. So this is what it would look like if you did. And you just fold your little corners over quickly.
So it should
So
look
it should look
that.
like a little sort of flower in a way, I guess you could sort of say, a very square flower. And then you flip it over. And you should get like it's sort of standing itself up.
Yep.
Grab your corners in. You can do it one at a time. And they should just become nice little petals. So, what you're going to have is you're going to have these inner petals. So we want to bring those inner petals out. So what we do, is what I like to do, is you push the back bit behind here so that you can get a good grip behind your piece of paper and just bend it forward and keep it in a nice little triangle.
So you fold that line like that.
Yep.
Yep.
And you just keep doing it for the rest of them. Cool. So then you have your inner petals for the lotus. So now we just got to do the pad that that the lotus will stand on. So that is these outside flaps on the back of it. You should have these 4 little triangles on the back of yours.
Yep.
And you just want to bring it over. It's alright if this bit rips, but you just want to poke them out, peek them out too.
So you do that for all of them.
And then you do that for all of them. So now we should have a nice lotus. So if you notice, the littler ones like to hold a bit better than the bigger ones, as you can sort of see. So if you got a nice big piece of paper like I do, we do a little cheating with blue tack to hold it down.
That's a good idea.
So just put it on your inner petals here. Here.
And if you want to get really creative, you can use coloured paper, all sorts of, or even plain paper and colour it in, so you can have different coloured petals.
Yeah, exactly. And then push them all in. When you get real creative, you can put a piece of blue tack on the back and you can put it anywhere.
Give it to mum or dad or brother or sister or
Your
grandmother.
grandkids
Yeah.
or anyone.
It's a good
Use this to
little
decorate.
gift. Yeah.
Decorating. Well, I'm Jai Portelli, the gambling support worker at Midas. And this is
And Sam Gledhill, and the gambling awareness support worker at Midas as well in Mildura.
we're signing off.
Thank
See yous.
you. Thanks for watching.